खूब वादळां तुफानां येयलीं, तुवें सांगात सोडलो ना. जिवितान बुट्टी येयली, तूं बाराबोर बुडोंक भिलो ना. सगल्यांनी म्हाका हांसता तो पळयला, दुकां कोणें पळोवंक ना. तुज्या बोगोर इश्टा ती दुकां रावूंक. Hello friends, welcome back to Signature Turned Autograph. I am Aaron Dias, founder and CEO of Signature Turned Autograph, MC by hobby and student by profession. So let's start with today's video. खूब जाण येता आनी वयता, थोडे काळजाक भाले तोपून वयता. 1-2 वर्सां कोणूय रावता, पूण सासणाच्या सासणांक तुजो जीव खाता ताका खरो इश्ट म्हणटा.
And one day, just during the trip, I had to leave the trip earlier to go to Delhi to collect my passport from the Ukrainian consulate, because in 2 days after I returned from the trip, I was to travel to London and then to Ukraine and to Russia and whatever else. So the leader of the trip, the senior devotee, my very close friend, he was there with us. At lunch, I just made a proposal to him. Prabhuji, I have to travel just 2 days after we reach, I have to go. So can I travel to Delhi and pick my passport? Because it's not fair that they courier it. We never know when it gets couriered. There are delays, courier delays. He said, well, that sounds okay. How will you go? I said, of course, I'll have to fly, right? And he said, who's going to pay for your flight?
माय पाय सोयरी दायरी चूज करपाक मेवना, इश्ट मात चूज करपाक मेवता. चूज करपाचें ऑप्शन आसून कितें फायदो, लास्टाक मेवता नाल आनी बोणो.
I said, well, it's not a question of who's going to pay for the flight. It's a question of there's a need to go. I'm not going on a flight because it's a luxury, right? I would have probably gone on a bullock cart if I had time. But right now it's a need, right? He didn't say anything. I was a nut. Later that afternoon, I proposed the same thing to him again when we were together. He didn't respond. And I truly was crazy. In the evening, when everyone was together, I don't know why I said it, when everyone was around, I said to him, Prabhuji, can I actually go to Delhi? I need to collect my passport and go back. Can't imagine how he blasted me in front of everyone. He just blasted me. He's one of our senior brahmacharis. He just blasted me. And all these younger kids who also look up to me as something, at the end of the day. I know I'm nothing, but at that point I thought I'm something. When you're trashed, you feel like that? That you can't just trash me like this. I'm something, How do you do it in front of everyone?
खूब वादळां तुफानां येयलीं, तुवें सांगात सोडलो ना. जिवितान बुट्टी येयली, तूं बाराबोर बुडोंक भिलो ना. सगल्यांनी म्हाका हांसता तो पळयला, दुकां कोणें पळोवंक ना. तुज्या बोगोर इश्टा ती दुकां रावूंक कोणा लागीं घोडचें ना.
I felt very hurt by the way this gentleman had dealt with me. I went into my room. There are very few occasions when you kind of weep because we are so close. The potential to do the greatest emotional damage is people who are the closest. People who are on the street don't hurt you as much as someone who's very close to you. I had moist eyes actually. I was crying for 2-3 minutes, tears rolling down my face. It was a bad insult in front of so many people. And I thank the Lord for having given me the intelligence at that point to press the pause button. Before I could react or respond, in that moment of pause, a few moments of pause, I just went down the memory lane to reflect on what this person had done for me. He had been the cause of my spiritual life. He had trained me all through in my spiritual life. All the opportunities to serve, everything was given to me by him. In fact, in times of very serious spiritual crisis, which I had at one point of time in my spiritual life, he was the one who had supported me and brought me out of it all. For so many deposits that had been made, there was one withdrawal that had been made this day.
तूं म्हाका तुमगेर गणेशाक आपयता, हांव तुका आमगेर फेस्ताक आपयता. बाराबोर आमी ईदाक अलीची बिर्याणी खाता. आमचे भावपण आनी एकवट तूं तोंड तुटचो ना.
I washed my face, put on fresh tilak, and came down for dinner. And everyone was around. And the gentleman who had blasted me, we started talking as if nothing had happened. We started cracking jokes and started talking to each other and all kinds of stuff, as if nothing had transpired at all. Well, the whole trip was over. I definitely didn't go on the plane. After all of that, I definitely didn't go on the plane. I didn't get a plane ride. And then we were going by train. And on the train, as I sat down in my seat, this senior brahmachari, my very close friend, he came and sat right next to me. He held my hand. And with tears in his eyes, he said, "I'm sorry. I shouldn't have blasted you like this." And I said to him, are you considering me an outsider? We have such a close bonding that we even chastise. Wouldn't I understand that you didn't mean it? And believe me, all of these guys who came on the trip, they said that the highlight for their trip was this, not the places that we visited.
तूं म्हाज्या काजराक रावला आनी हांव तुज्या काजराक रावला. तूं म्हाज्या भुरग्यांक रावला आनी हांव तुज्या भुरग्यांक रावला. आरे काजराची सपनां सोड, पयलीं तूं व्हडलो जा. तुका सांबाळटा म्हणसर तुज्या बायलेक संवसार नाका पुरो जावपाक आसा. You can also check out my other videos like the story of Dominic D'Souza, first Goan HIV patient, Dr. Pramod Sawant, current CM of Goa, and so on. Do you know anyone who has worked hard to achieve success? Or who is working for the betterment of society? Or do you have any love story to share like Nitesh Prajapat and Dimple Palmer? Or would you like to say thank you to your closed ones for all their efforts? Then you are free to contact us.